Welcome to Reynolds Razorback Stadium, where they have been calling the Hogs since early in the morning in anticipation of this showdown we have coming. A Big Ten showdown is coming. Conference implications aplenty that could resonate for the rest of the season. As we'll see, the South Carolina Gamecocks taking on a squad hoping to prevent another L this week, the Arkansas Razorbacks. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth, as always, by David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's tee this one up. The Razorbacks will kick it away to start us off. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. On first down, here comes this offense. Use the play fake, now to throw. Quarterback extends the play. At the 35, he's loose. He's run out of bounds, but not before turning in a big pickup and moving the sticks for a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Back to pass, it's Sellers. Fires a bullet, now it's picked off. He'll try to take it back. The 20. And he's going to take it all the way. Touchdown, Arkansas.
I mean, you talk about coming out of the defense and setting the tone and letting them know it's going to be a long game. Let's do this. How about a pick six on the first possession? Nice job by the defense coming out and striking first in this ball game.
And the extra point makes it 7-0. They're about to kick it away, and the defense probably can't wait to get back out there after the pick six. Going for the return. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. South Carolina ready to go on the attack in another offensive odyssey. This possession will be a test after squandering that long drive throwing a pick six, Jesse.
You're right, Reese. Well, I think this is really dependent, too, on the leaders in this huddle right now to step up and help this offense get back on pace here on this drive.
Yeah, and this defense is frothing at the mouth. They're excited. They're jacked up. They just made a big play. They got all the momentum, so they're ready to hunt.
After the misfire, now on second down. The play-action fake. They're trying to get to him. And the sack all the way back at the 5.
Well, the offense got themselves into trouble. They're back in their own end. It's an obvious passing situation, so the defense is just pinning their ears back, and they're trying to get after him. They could not allow him to escape, step up, get rid of the football. They take a sack very close to the goal line.
On third and long, he'll have to turn it loose deep. Brings it down on the right side. Off he goes. Touchdown, Gamecocks. And once he got loose, it was all over.
A lot of times you see those receivers, as soon as they get by the DBs, you know, that hand goes straight up in the air. I got him. I got to step on him. He got to step on him. And the ball was thrown perfectly out in front. You could see he runs underneath it, gets it, and gets the long touchdown on the go route.
And the kick is good, but there's a penalty flag, and I think it's going to be roughing the kicker. All tied up and just about set to kick it away. No chance for a return as that ball flies out of the back of the end zone. Line gets set, first down. The toss sweep to the right. And he gets it up to the 36. It'll be a first down. Even dating to the days when they ran the option, Arkansas has always been built around the ground game.
Yeah, and makes Jerry Jones happy, huh? Noted Arkansas fan, always talking about the Hogs, his Hogs. And this team is always built on that physicality, built on that toughness.
They'll snap it from the 36. They've got a first down. He's looking to throw it. Unloads to the wideout. Oh, picked off. Takes it the other way. And he's wrapped up after a solid return on the pick.
Tell you what, defensive players don't always see where the ball is. They see the receiver and they get to chase him, but really good job seeing where the receiver is, going and making an interception, making a big play, getting the ball back to your offense.
Off the play fake on first down, wants to throw. Quarterback can pull the trigger, and down he goes at the 41.
You know, for a pass rush, it's all about constricting the quarterback and just pushing these offensive linemen, moving them backward, and building that fence around the QB so there's nowhere for him to go. The QB was able to make a few guys miss, but he inevitably went down.
Big first down sack for the defense, brings up second down. Looking downfield, it's Sellers. Pocket starts to collapse. And here comes the pressure, and there he goes down again.
And they've been waiting for something good to happen with respect to getting after the quarterback, right? They're outside of the top 100 in the country in sacks per game, but finally now you see they're generating this pass rush. 3 sacks on the game so far.
A shot toward the end zone. And good coverage there to knock it away and deny the score.
DB does an outstanding job here on the deep pass, locating the football. No PI, able to swat it away, pass incomplete.
And the punt will hit at the 7, and they can't corral it. It goes into the end zone. It'll come out to the 20. The Hogs send that offense back onto the field. After that last pick, David, they really need to take care of the ball this time.
No doubt. And Palmer, I want to know what Spurrier said to you.
Heel off one deep down the left side. That was an eyelash away from being picked off, and that is not the way to set the tone with a near pick on your opening drive.
Well, this defense has been outstanding in coverage early in this game. We're just in the first quarter. Of course, they already have an interception. They should have had their second right there.
Still at their own 20 after that last incompletion. It's 2nd and 10. Misfired on the last play. They'll go back to the air. And they wanted it all on that incomplete pass. Instead, they're looking at 3rd down.
Long incompletions are okay. We got to take shots. You got to make big plays in college football. I love that you're taking shots. Keep taking them. Some of those are going to come home. Some of them aren't. But when they come home, they equal big-time points.
Not exactly the ideal situation for this offense. 3rd and long, backed up inside their 20. Back to throw. It's Green. Intercepted. Got some room to run. Touchdown, South Carolina. And this defense coming up with points of their own. What an interception return. The DB saw it. He thought, don't drop it, don't drop it. Then thought, don't get caught, don't get caught. And he didn't. The pick 6.
Hey, these guys can play offense, too, now. Look at this. I showed you I can be a wide receiver. Coach might split him out at wide receiver next week after making that big play. But defense, great job making the interception. And you're right, doing something with it. Don't just slide down. Don't be content. Take that thing all the way back.
Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. And Arkansas ready to send out this offense. Well, the good news is they threw a touchdown pass last time. It was just to the wrong team, Jesse.
Well, that's an unfortunate part of the game for quarterbacks, but guess what? They do happen, so you've got to be able to turn the page here and lead this offense.
Well, I think you know this defense is going to be aggressive. They're going to jump routes. They're going to play aggressive. You got to take advantage of that. Maybe use that this time to your advantage.
On 2nd down, wants to throw. Caught behind the line. It's Russell. He's there to make the stop, but the damage has been done as they pick up the first down on the throw and catch. This proficiency in the passing game can take you back to yesteryear and one of the great quarterbacks in Arkansas history in Joe Ferguson.
Yeah, just slinging the pill, just being able to provide balance, being able to attack down the field, get people out of the box, and not be predictable. That's a really good job by this quarterback.
Wow, the quarterback knew he had to get that one to his receiver quickly on the in route. Did you see the velocity on that throw?
He'll do it himself. Turns it on in midfield. A huge gain on that one before he ran out of bounds, and he has the first down.
Man, how about the quarterback? How about the athletic ability for this guy? He's so quick, so elusive, so fast, can make these big plays, and before you blink, he's 30-plus yards down the field, making your defense look silly.
And they'll finally get him down after a terrific pickup.
And that's why this guy is such a weapon in this offense, because you don't have to throw it far downfield. Just get the ball in his hands. He catches it close to the line of scrimmage, but look what he was able to do after the catch. He gets an explosive play for this offense.
And the Razorbacks getting set on 1st and 10. They've marched to the red zone, and here they go. Fires into traffic. It's picked off. And they'll close in on him after a good return on the interception. Quick timeout by the defense there, trying to make sure everyone has the same call. Looking for a productive play on 1st down. To throw, it's Sellers. Makes the grab over the middle. They make the stop after the catch and still some work to do to pick up that first down.
Nice job by the wide receiver getting open on that slant route against man coverage. He fakes like he's going to the outside. He's able to create some separation, cross his face, and then secures the catch.
He's back to throw on 2nd down. He lofts one down the sideline. And that pass intercepted. And he's brought down after the pick, but not before putting his offense in business.
This is obviously not a great start for this quarterback here. 2 interceptions already in this game. He's got to do a much better job with his decision-making.
The Hogs send that offense back onto the field. That last drive was promising for a while, but you just can't mess it up at the end with the pick, Jesse.
No, you got to be able to finish drives, especially in this game. If you're going to win in David, they've got to be able to eliminate the mental mistakes.
Yeah, and I don't think you get conservative or play it safe. You can trust your guy. I think you put the ball right back in his hands and let him do his thing.
They can really be aggressive after that last play. It's 2nd and 3. He's looking to throw. Fires to the wideout. And that ball is picked off. He would have loved to make the big return there, but he still gives his team the ball at the 37.
That QB might want to register as a 501c3. With the amount of donations he is making to the other team right now, interception number 4 now, putting his team in a bad position time and time again. We might want to start thinking about a change here.
It's going to be important this offensive line is able to get a little bit of push. Just kind of give this guy an inch, a little crease, and he can make yards for it.
And he can't connect on the throw. It's incomplete. A 3rd down play coming from the 32 as they try to keep the drive going. Dropping back, it's Sellers. Oh, he's going to try to get it all here. And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have squeezed it. They'll try to cap off this drive with a field goal. He's going to try to knock one through from 49 yards away. Never a doubt for this big-footed guy. 49-yard field goal is good. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Fellas, I think at least a portion of your audience will have an interest in the one that just finished up. North Carolina ran roughshod over the competition today en route to a double-digit victory. And they looked clean doing it. And I don't just mean in those Carolina blue unis. This team is a buttoned-up group. A lot to go through in the film session this week for both teams. But, boy, it sure is going to be easier for the side that came away with the win.
And Kevin Connors keeping an eye on everything all over the country. Sounds like they had a good one there. The defense wouldn't let him loose, and even though it's a completion, they lost yardage.
You know, as a quarterback, you believe in your matchup. And my running back, if I can get him the ball in space, he's going to win a lot of times. He didn't that time. The defense was ready. Nice job in the open field making the nice tackle.
And they are looking for a ball play that'll work. Now facing 2nd and long from the 19. He's looking to throw. Just tried to drop a little floater in there, and it's incomplete.
Not seeing a lot of chemistry between the QB and his intended target on that play.
This defense has kept them backed up. Now one more stop, and they can get off the field on 3rd and long. He's going to let one fly down the middle. And that is his 5th interception. If he comes out to try for 6, he'll be lucky. No real chance on the return, but they've got it at the 34. Time for one more snap before the end of the quarter. They'll try the run. And he's going to wind up losing a couple of yards as time expires here in the first quarter. Second down here as they go back to work after the break. Looking downfield, it's Sellers. Gets it out quickly. And he broke one tackle on the way to a solid pickup there.
Nice job there. Good timing between the QB and the wide receiver executing that out route.
Ball is at the 42-yard line, close to 4-down territory. Here's 3rd and short. They'll try to get it through the air. Caught in the backfield, it's Hunt. He ended up going backwards on the play, and they will not convert that 3rd down. And the Gamecocks will bring the punt team onto the field. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. He'll bring it back. It's Stevens. The solid return there offsets some of the punt yardage and really sets up this offense nicely. And Arkansas ready to send out this offense. One of the most valuable things a quarterback can have, David, short-term memory. Just forget that last pick.
You're dang right. Clear the mechanism. It's over, move it behind you. Some players can't do that real well, and it leads to more mistakes, Jesse. You got to just forget about it and move on.
And I think the coaching staff can help him too, David. I think you can get the running game going here and also give him some easy throws.
Got the completion on the last play. Still some work to do on 2nd down. They go to the ground. And he's tripped up, but not before picking up the 1st down.
Wow, what an impressive-looking run. You think back to some of the greatest rushing offenses in the SEC in recent years. Remember that offense that had Darren McFadden and Felix Jones both in the backfield, sometimes taking wildcat snaps? Nobody could stop them. This dude, I think, could have broken his way into that rotation with his ability. This guy's sick.
The give to the back. Still running at the 40. Really nice pickup on that one as they get it to the 36. It'll be
down. Physicality wins football games. being able to run the football and create balance. And right here, just choose up another first down, gives you another chance to maybe continue to run the football.
And I feel like this guy, too, is just an explosive play waiting to happen. His vision, his quickness, and he's got a burst. If you give this guy just a crease, he's going to hit it. And right now, he's doing some damage on this defense.
And a 9-yard gain on first down leaves him with 2nd and short.
And a nice job by the running back, finding space, getting downhill, making the good run. Great job finishing with his pads.
That kind of pickup on first down, and you can take a shot here on 2nd and short. Power football with the run. Tackled, but he has a first down.
And I don't care if I get it by 2, by 20, by 30, by 40. I just want to get the first down, understanding the situation, understanding where the sticks are. Doesn't have to be sexy, but I got to make sure I get to that stick, get to the first down marker.
The Razorbacks will line it up on 1st and 10. He wants to throw. Using the back as a receiver on the screen. Didn't have much room to run and not a whole lot of help. Short gain there and still plenty of ground to cover for the first down.
Well, this offense will screen you in a variety of ways. They'll throw receiver screens, tight end screens. The running back screen also a big part of what they like to do, like you just saw there.
Looking for a man. It's Green. The throw to the outside is complete. Huge gain before he goes out of bounds, and now they've got it 1st and goal.
And these quarterbacks have to really trust their wide receivers that they're going to be disciplined and run to the right route when they're throwing that ball to the outside like that, because those corners are sitting there on the inside, and the worst thing that could happen is to miss inside and that cornerback get going the other direction.
And the Razorbacks have it in scoring position on 1st and goal. They'll run the option. He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3.
You know, that really speaks to the identity of this defense, guys. They take pride in big hits and clean tackles, but they are going to let you know they're there. And they're going to let you know for 60 minutes. I love this run defense because of the way they play the game.
On 2nd down, just keeps firing. And he throws another interception. He was looking for room to return that, but he'll just hand it to the offense. They'll take over at the 18.
Well, coming into this game, this offense knew that points were going to be at a premium. If you can't score touchdowns down here in the red zone, you at least got to come away with field goals, but you can't do that if you're throwing interceptions. That's just poor execution by the offense.
Off the play fake on 1st down to throw. Grabbed over the middle. It's Bennett. Really needed a play like that to get out of their own end. They move the chains. They mark it at the 29.
And that's a really good example of why offensive coordinators script plays. You know the down and distance, and you know which routes can get you to the stick. So there's no wasted time. That coordinator got the play in early to his quarterback, knowing that his players were going to be able to execute.
Off play action. Slips a tap. And the pass rush is effective, and they tackle him at the 19.
Play-action pass success has a lot to do with selling that fake. You could tell defense was not buying it, got in the backfield, got the big play.
These guys are bringing serious heat. They are like sharks swarming and just getting after the pass. And he feels the heat coming, and it burns him up. Another sack.
When you talk about outstanding pass rushers, you're always talking about dynamic guys, and he's been that each and every week for this defense. Speed, he's got power. You just simply can't block him, and that last play is his 10th sack of the season.
Oh, he wants it all. He's got it down the right side. Afterburner's coming. Touchdown, Gamecocks! And once he got away from the D, they had no shot at catching him. They want to finish the season strong, and man, are they doing that here in this Week 11 performance. With that last one, he now has 40 career touchdown catches.
I mean, he's just been a playmaker. This guy, they feature him. He's been in the end zone that many times because they can feature him in so many ways. They find ways to get him the football because Palmer, he always makes plays.
And he's always open even when he's not. Throughout his career, think about single cover, double cover, triple cover. You're still throwing him the ball because he's going to find a way to make it happen. 40 TD catches. That is awesome.
He'll bring it out. It's Sategna. Gets it across the 20 to the 21, and not quite what he would have picked up just taking the touchback. The Hogs send that offense back onto the field. They find themselves in a pretty deep hole here, but maybe a chance to grab a little momentum and regroup at halftime.
Yeah, a big chance. Like this is an opportunity. This is the biggest opportunity in front of them in the game right now. You got to get some points on the board. You got to create something positive, Jesse. There hasn't been a whole lot to be positive about in the first half.
If I'm playing quarterback, I'm locating my go-to guy at receiver. Who can I count on one-on-one to go and make me a play? Maybe even one-on-two. Who can go up, catch the ball, get us some yards, and get us some points.
Nice job by the running back catching the football and understanding where the first down marker was. I got to go get that first down. He did a nice job of it.
To the air, it's Green. Rifles it down the middle. Tip ball, put it up for grabs, and I thought he had it, but somehow it slithered through his fingers.
Man, this quarterback is living dangerously right now. Obviously, he threw a pick on the last drive. He's trying to complete that throw, but the defender gets a hand on it, tips it up in the air. That's oh-no. That is an oh-no situation. They're lucky that one hit the ground.
After the incompletion, back to the passing game. And here's a fumble way behind the line. The defense pounced on that, and now they're headed the other way. Touchdown, Gamecocks. Not content to get the fumble, they scored with the fumble. That ball was squirting around on the field, finally corralled by the defense. Turn it into 6.
And it's so hard defensively. Do I jump on it and make sure I get it, or do I scoop it up and try to make the big play? He chose to scoop it up, and it pays off, makes the big play, gets the touchdown.
And the point after is good. That is a defensive player's dream. Ball sitting there, chance to scoop it up, run with it, and they don't stop you until the band starts playing. Fielded in the end zone. It's Sategna. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. And Arkansas ready to send out this offense. So late in the half, this is really an opportunity, David, maybe to swing the momentum in their favor.
Dang right. There's no time to be conservative. We're a little bit down. Listen, I just think this is a point with the offense that they can prove. Like, we're here. We're going to create something now that we can build on in the second half.
Coach said all week he wanted to be aggressive. This is a great opportunity to show that right now. At the end of the first half, try and generate some momentum, score some points before going into halftime.
Real smart play. Great job. Get the positive yards and then get Joe Booty out of bounds.
They'll start this one from the 29 on first down. He's going to pass. Stands in and takes the hit. What a snag by the defense.
He's just Johnny on the spot. That now his second interception of the game, doing a great job reading the quarterback's eyes, and he's just been in the right place at the right time making plays.
So let's see how they play it in this final 30 seconds of the first half. To the air on first down. Coming after it. Moving out of the pocket. And he just chucks it into the fourth row.
And watching this offense the past couple weeks, man, everything's hard. And they got to find a way to get some easier routes, some quicker throws, some higher percentage things because they're just not hitting at a high clip. And they got to find a way to make things easier and alleviate some pressure off their quarterback.
And he really needed to hold on to that one, but it was not loose, and third down is coming.
Well, the quarterback knew he wanted to go to his tight end on that play. He's a big physical target, but it was the hit on the play that forced the incompletion.
Running out of time here in the first half, they're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. Dropping back, it's Sellers. Steps away to find some room. And with not much doing downfield, he found his parents open in the stands and threw it to them.
And offensively, we know it's hard throwing the ball in third and long situations because the defense can play big zone coverages. They got a lot of guys with their eyes on you, so the QB had no shot there. Nobody open. Nice job not forcing it, not risking a turnover, just throwing it away.
They make the stop, and that is the end of the first half. That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin and our halftime update. Just about set for the second half kickoff. He'll bring it out. It's Sategna. That gamble did not pay off as they bring him down at the 12-yard line. The Hogs send that offense back onto the field. They come into this third quarter with a lot of work they need to get done.
Yeah, and it starts with this possession. And I'm going piece by piece. I know this is coach speak and very simple. I score. I get a stop. I score. I can get back in this game, but it's got to be one drive at a time.
It's going to have to be, but I think the mindset offensively is we're probably going to have to score every time we get it because our defense has been struggling. They have not been getting a lot of stops. So this is a critical drive here for this offense.
Quickly out to the tight end. Finally run out of bounds, but he has this offense rolling with a first down.
Well, I know the tight end did some good things after the catch, but got to give the quarterback credit, too, for the location of the throw. Because he put it out in front of his big man, he was able to make the catch and accelerate, creating some distance there between him and the defense.
Nowhere to run on that one. He loses 4 on the carry. Couldn't get him blocked on that last one. Now it's 2nd and 14. Jackson will throw. Finds his big tight end. They make the stop, but not before he takes a chunk out of what they need to move the sticks.
It's so important that this offense is able to stay on schedule, and what that means is keeping third downs manageable. That last completion to the tight end accomplished just that. Really nice play call.
Out of the shotgun on third down. He'll pull it down. Still on his feet at the 45. Major gaps in that defense, and he got loose, and they finally knock him down at the 41.
You can tell this is a pass play. He has his eyes down the field. He's looking to throw the football. But how nice is it when you got a guy like this that can scramble and go get you a first down? Just really hard to stop from a defensive perspective.
And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. Line getting set on second down. Quarterback will audible. On second down, he'll let it fly. The short hands, it's Sategna. Brought down at the 25-yard line. Give him 15 yards on the pickup, and this offense is threatening. The Razorbacks come to the line with a new set of downs. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. And he found plenty of running room on that one before the defense was finally able to get him down.
Well, it just seems like everything is working for the offense on this drive. Another nice game, this time on the ground.
They're getting this guy lathered up. And he's ridden to the ground, but there's also a flag down. Let's check the call. That penalty moves the ball back 10 yards. We'll replay the down. The offense set for a first down play. Quick completion to the right. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
They're able to find the tight end for an easy completion, but good job tackling, not allowing him to get the first down.
Jackson gonna throw it. Fires to the end zone. Ball in the air. Intercepted. Not only a great play, but tremendous discipline by this sophomore to make the pick.
That's number 2. That's a good year for a lot of people. What a day. Having 2 interceptions already. I might try my hand on the other guy. This guy is not somebody I want to mess with.
He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple.
Yeah, and listen, the offense has had their way, and they've had so much success and so much production. But listen, at least the defense got a rep. You know, maybe this gets you a spark. Maybe this gets you some energy. Maybe we'll see a little bit more life from this defense.
Yeah, they may not win the game, but I think this defensive coaching staff at this point, based on how this game has gone, they're just trying to find things to build off of. Maybe that's something they can point to as they get ready for their next opponent, of things they did right and things that they got to do more consistently moving forward.
They'll start the drive here with first down to open this period. From the shotgun, they'll run it. You'll take 4 yards on first down every time, 2nd and 6.
It's just so nice to know you can start off on first down with positive plays. Positive yards, hand the football off, set up a good second down.
Trying the left side. He get it down to the 35 before he stopped. 10-yard pickup on the play, and it's a first down.
And this is exactly what you want to do when you're on offense. You have the lead. You want to chew the clock, keep the ball on the ground, keep that thing just ticking, Palmer.
They're just imposing their will, Dave, and that's something that we've seen, I think, all game. Up front, they've been the more physical team. They're the ones that's getting pushed and that's getting movement, and it's carrying over all the way here deep into the fourth quarter.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Defense showing plenty of pre-snap movement of their own. Keeping it on the ground with the single back. What a good run there. He has enough for the first down.
Everything going the offense's way. They're trying to ice this game late. They've got a really nice lead, so you just want to run the ball, high percentage throws, and keep the chains moving, and they're doing that. This has been a beautiful drive to watch. Offense continues to stay in a nice rhythm here late.
They get him down, tough run, picks up 4. They'll mark it at the 19. After the productive first down play, it's 2nd and 6. Caught in the backfield, it's Bennett. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. 8th play of the drive coming. It'll be a 3rd and 6. Leaves it with the back. Got some room, headed to the goal line. Touchdown, South Carolina. And the beatdown has ensued. They extend this lead, and it looks as if they are going to make it 2 wins in a row.
Man, this has been a complete performance. The defense has been lights out, and the offense, obviously, just continues to pour it on. This is what you call having a great day. Putting it all together, offense, defense, complementary football.
We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Week in and week out, guys, you never know what's going to happen in college football. Check this out. Mississippi State is in serious trouble right now. I'm not sure some folks won't be asking for a refund on their NIL investment. A putrid performance in Starkville. They're trailing by 15 to Sam Houston. We'll circle back if anything changes in this exciting college football matchup.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us.
The offense has struggled. They're not going to win this game, but trust me, this coaching staff is still trying to find things to build off of for next week. And after an explosive play like that, maybe they can generate just a little bit of momentum and gain a little bit of confidence that they can keep coaching up heading into their next game.
Now on second down after the incompletion. Jackson will throw. Unloads to the wideout. Fires into traffic, picked off. Bringing it back. The 40. Really nice focus by this sophomore, and he jumped on his chance to make a play.
And as a defensive lineman late in the game, man, when you know it's past, you're pinning your ears back, trying to get to the quarterback, and DBs are trying to do this. Pad them stats, get the INT. Nice job by this D.
The give, and tick, 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 tick. Drives ahead for 3 to the 27-yard line. Got 3 on first down at 2nd and 7. From the gun, they'll try to impose their will. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple.
It's going to be tough sledding for the offense here. They're trying to ice this game by running the football and bleeding the clock. They've got a pretty good lead here late in the game, but the defense knows the run's coming, right? So they're going to be loading the line of scrimmage, getting stops like what they just did. Be interesting to see what the offense does on this next one.
So the penalty will not be enforced. The defense declines and stands on the result of the play. It's 4th down, and they'll try the field goal. After the earlier field goal, they'll try again, this time a 43-yard attempt. Field goal is good. And that'll add 3 more to a lead that is already way out of hand. That lead just keeps getting fatter, and this kickoff team doing a little running. Coming out with it, it's Sategna. Slips through the line. Oh, what vision. And there he goes. He will score. Touchdown, Razorbacks. No guts, no glory. Caught it in the end zone. Didn't hesitate for a millisecond to take that thing back, and boy, did it pay off.
And this is why kickoff returns are so exciting. There's so much space between you and the other team flying down the field. The only time you're going to be provided that much space, and you could tell he knew what to do with that space. Kicked on the Jets by Felicia.
And the extra point was good. You get a return like that, and it can't just be the guy with the ball who's right. Everybody has to do a job, and they did that in brilliant fashion on that one. Not going to risk a return here. He'll make the fair catch. And the South Carolina offense is back on the field. Jesse, they had to kick a field goal the last time they had it.
Yeah, and oftentimes early in games, you're just trying to find your rhythm. Some things work, some don't on that first drive, David. Be interesting to see what happens here in the second drive.
Yeah, you got a feel for the defense now. You understand what they're trying to do, what their game plan is. Now you get to go into phase 2 of your game plan.
Keeping it on the ground with the running back. The Gamecocks will keep this drive going.
And this is a guy that can find you the hidden yardage. That play, he just pushes the pile to get that first down.
We've reached the 2-minute warning, and this offense will be quite content just to drain the rest of the time away. They'll snap it from the 39, 1st and 10. Red pass, it's complete. They make the stop right there. Good pickup. It's still short of the first down.
And this defense continuing to struggle with the passing game. Listen, these offenses are so sophisticated nowadays. They're hard to stop, man. And it's a new one every single week. And I say this game, this defense underperformed. They're better than what they've shown. They've gotten torched today. And this is a tape that they're going to want to burn and never watch again. And the defense is still fighting. They haven't had the day that they dreamed of. You know, talking to the coaches coming into the game, like they thought they had a good plan. They'd be ready to attack and limit some of the damage this offense has done. They haven't done it today, though. They got to go back to the drawing board, figure some things out, because this wasn't a great day.
Now with a great opportunity as they pick up the first down. They've got it at the 40.
Man, this is a punch to the gut. When you know you're losing and you know you got to get a stop, and you know they're going to run the football, and they still run the football down your throat. It's been that kind of day for this defense.
And the Gamecocks will snap it on 1st and 10. The give to the back. He got a bunch and looked close to getting a lot more, but he's got the first down.
First down, you know you always want to establish the running game. How about this offense? Nothing fancy. Run the football, be physical, get a big gain.
Inside the 30 at the 29, it's a first down. They'll run it out of the shotgun. And they try the middle of this defense, and that is not happening. Boy, there wasn't much room to wiggle for that running back there.
Not at all. Great job by the defense getting in the backfield quickly, closing up all the holes, nowhere to run.
Just